A successful day for me is more problem solving than anything else. So what success looks like for our clients does vary a bit, but fundamentally all the clients want to make money on Amazon. And so any steps that we take towards helping them do that and making an improvement in their revenue is success. I'm Leanne Johnson-Robson, and I'm the Senior Client Success Manager. So our team is very much at the center of all the communication. We are on the front line, facing the clients and dealing with them on a day-to-day basis. But we're also the channel for communication back to the other teams within the business who actually handle the delivery of the work itself. So our core function really is to manage the clients, build relationships with them, and make sure that they're getting what they're paying for. As much as we would love a lot of structure, the reality of doing business on Amazon is that things happen on the fly quite a lot. So our typical days, while we do have daily checks and meetings that need to happen, a lot of it centers around the client's particular needs on the day and what's going on in their account. So most of our clients fit into one of two buckets when they join. They either don't have an Amazon account yet, and the onboarding process is then everything. It's getting their account set up and content campaigns, all of that process then follows afterwards. The other type of client already has an account and they're running their Amazon business to an extent, and then what we're doing is optimizing on the existing base. And in that instance, again, it is quite content centric, the implementation or onboarding process, but it's basically just getting them to a point where we can get them actively selling at a better rate, and then that's when the client success management component kicks in. Yeah, so as I said, Amazon, it's an interesting environment sometimes. They make changes on the daily, and a lot of the pain points that our clients encounter is centered around issues that crop up on the accounts, either account health issues such as compliance notifications. They sometimes get warnings that their account is potentially going to be deactivated. They encounter challenges with listings disappearing or content disappearing, inventory problems. So it differs quite a lot from client to client, but issue resolution is very much at the center of all of those pain points. So every prospective client is priced individually. We obviously have some guidelines that we have a look at when we do that, but we don't take a cookie cutter approach with our pricing. We scope it out based on that particular client's needs. So what our focus is with the monthly is not only to provide them with data, it's also to provide them with commentary that makes sense of that data, answering the fundamental question of why and then what next. So, we want to be able to help them understand what is going on in their business better, and at the same time make really solid recommendations for what the future months should look like. So I often tell people that if you build a website today, it's not going to rank #1 on Google tomorrow. And Amazon is exactly the same. It does take time. Obviously, we have a lot that we can influence at the outset, particularly through our paid strategies, but there is an element of patience required. And then there's other external factors that you need to consider as well, such as seasonality. For some businesses, their products are very seasonal. If you are a summer product, a launch in January is going to look very different for you than a launch in April. But the idea is to get yourself into the most ideal scenario so that when the right time comes, you're not starting. You're already primed to optimize on that perfect timing.